Whoa, there it is.
How is it possible that aliens have been living among us, and yet we remained unaware? Well, it seems to be the case for a long time now. Alien remains, mummified bodies, and encounters that will leave you restless. Let's find out if extraterrestrial life is actually here, or if all of this buzz has been a joke. Not all package deliveries are retail therapy. Sometimes otherworldly stuff comes in and catches you off guard. Something like this happened to this guy, who received an anonymous package, wrapped in foil and sealed off with tape. When he opened it up, a humanoid body was sitting in there. Did you catch the blinking eye? Its browned body looked like it was in the process of decomposition. But what's with that blinking eye? As the guy turned it around, its face with human-like features came into view. Did somebody prank this man, like many netizens believed? Or was it really an alien corpse delivered to a wrong address? Who's to say, as most such clips end up inconclusive. Peru cave aliens. A terrifying discovery was recently made in the NASKA caves in Peru, where several unusual skeletons were found in a strange fetal position. These mysterious caves are fairly notorious for their creepy alien discoveries. Analysis of the remains indicated that they once walked upright like us and were similar in height, but with notable differences. Three-fingered hands and an oddly shaped protruding skull are just a few of the differences. To add to the mystery, fingerprint analysis revealed patterns unlike any known human fingerprints. These discoveries are becoming increasingly frequent, and if these remains truly belong to aliens, we might be facing something far beyond our understanding. Alien Carcass. A bizarre video going viral online has left experts worldwide scratching their heads. A mysterious creature was lying on the stretcher. The being had a tall, pale body, unusual burn marks, a single leg, and an eerie alien face with dark eyes and a large protruding skull. The bizarre footage seemed as if it had been recorded at a hospital, sparking a frenzy online, with people cooking up wild theories to make sense of what they witnessed. Some suggested the alien had met with an accident, while others thought it was a hybrid human. However, skeptics dismissed the clip quickly as a hoax. With no official word about the incident, that creature's identity still remains a mystery. Mermaid Alien. When a guy claimed to have captured a live alien in a remote lab, people asked for proof, and this is the clip he came up with. Lying on a stretcher was this creepy-looking creature with a fish-like tail, a potbelly, and a face whose one glimpse is enough to give you nightmares. According to him, this was an alien creature that they were researching. However, I think this thing can easily pass off as a monster created in a modern-day Frankenstein's lab. Many netizens thought the creature may be a hoax, as it looked nothing like a known animal, and people who believed in the clip were just scared, wondering what would happen if another one like this was still lurking around. Strapped up body. Hanging by a thread would be the best way to explain this next clip. Have a look for yourself. The clip featured an extraterrestrial struggling to survive, strapped up with medical cables and placed inside a large incubator-like machine, where experts seemed to be doing their best to save it. Netizens wondered if this alien was in the process of giving birth, as their bellies looked quite bloated. With all these clips surfacing, it's hard to imagine any other explanation. Alien cover-up. These bizarre clips going around online have caused a lot of conspiracy. Alien bodies have been turning up everywhere, but we see nothing related to this on our news outlets. People think the government is trying to conceal it and keep it under wraps. The UFOs we see zipping through our skies, they crash, and their pilots are found in such dire conditions. In some places, experts were seen trying surgeries to keep them alive. Now, we don't know how much truth there is in these clips, but one thing's for sure, there's definitely something going on that authorities don't want us to find out. Alien Bonanza. A Russian lab scientist posted a clip online showing an alien they caught trying to sneak into their facility. Thanks to the lab's advanced security, they were able to catch it, but this hazmat suit extraterrestrial wasn't the only one they had displayed in the Institute. They had all kinds of things there. Tentacled beings, tiny slimy aliens, you name it. This could have been a global headline, but it wasn't. Turns out, it was just an exhibition where people could even touch the creatures. Honestly, I'd love to check out this hyper-realistic display myself. Roswell Alien. Another clip of an injured alien surfaced online, bringing back all those conspiracy theories about Roswell, New Mexico, after the incident on July 2, 1947. Many UFO sightings were reported during a thunderstorm, and strange wreckage was found in a field. Bizarre rumors started circulating about autopsies being performed on alien bodies which were found on the site. The authorities claimed it was a crashed weather balloon, but the locals weren't buying it, calling it a cover-up. Now, this clip has reignited those theories, featuring an alien carcass with burn marks on its body, surrounded by doctors and nurses. Could this be the real deal? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Dwarf Gray. It seems like they've discovered a real-life gray matter from Ben 10, but sadly, only its carcass. This strange clip has everyone scratching their heads. Who ever thought of dwarf grays, let alone dwarf aliens? The creature's tiny body had an incision mark across its abdomen, leading to a frenzy of questions. Was it a lab experiment or an autopsy? Netizens were, of course, divided, with many thinking the authorities were deliberately keeping the details under wraps. And of course, the skeptics jumped in too, claiming it was just a wax model. But I'll leave that up for you to decide. What's your take on this? Creepy autopsy. In this time of advanced technology, it's gotten much harder for authorities to keep things hidden from the public. Someone leaked classified alien footage that took the internet by storm. The black and white clip featured an apparently unconscious entity with a scientist in a hazmat suit checking it up. The upper part of the being's body was opened up as he examined its insides. People on the internet dubbed it an alien autopsy and were curious when and where it had been performed. But the details remain as mysterious as ever. Another chilling video has appeared online showing an autopsy being carried out on a body that clearly looked like an alien's. Two hazmat-suited individuals were bent over the carcass, prodding around its body, examining its mouth with their tools, and then something shocking happened. Taking a tweezer, they peeled off the black lenses covering their eyes to reveal bloodshot eyes with pupils. This left people questioning what they thought they knew about aliens. So what do you think? Could aliens be more closely related to the human race than we've ever imagined? Unconscious alien. I guess aliens get sick too. This video had been making waves on the internet, leading to intense speculation. The clip featured an unconscious alien with a light trained on its face. After a few seconds, it opened its eyes and blinked as if in confusion. Folks online have their own theories about what was going on in the video. Some suggested that it was injured, noting that there appeared to be holes in the being's head. Others thought it had been abducted by humans for experimentation, and that the lights overhead seemed like surgical ones, hinting that the government might be the ones behind it. Treating alien. This clip posted on social media has raised quite a few questions. Could this even be real? The entity was claimed to have been found near a crash site and was severely injured. The recorder then tried to feed the weakened alien in hopes that it would recover. This up-close extraterrestrial looked quite strange, with a pressed nose, drowsy eyes, and a large, disproportionate head. Many were convinced that the alien was real, noting that the fluid movements couldn't have been edited, while skeptics remained doubtful of the video's authenticity. Cave Alien. A guy has claimed to have found the secret base of gray aliens, and he says he's got the evidence to prove it. The recording captured an alien-like figure standing in the opening of a cave. Its face appeared to be glowing strangely. The man even reported to have felt an odd, pulsing sensation coming from the alien. The camera panned out to reveal numerous caves, leading people to believe the aliens had built a complex network underground to operate their base. While the internet tried to figure out the motive behind this strange alien activity, some skeptics claimed that it was just an elaborate hoax. Unexpected visitor.
Whoa, there it is.
After hearing strange noises coming from his backyard, the homeowner decided to investigate. And as he was looking around, he spotted a tiny figure hiding behind the bushes. It looked like a typical alien with greenish skin and huge black eyes. But before the man could get a good look at the creature, it dashed behind the house and disappeared. Despite several efforts to find the alien, the poor guy got no leads, and ultimately gave up. Netizens on the internet shared they had seen similar entities outside their houses as well. Is it possible we're living through a quiet alien invasion?
Whoa, there it is.
Hiding Gray. A mysterious footage has made its way to the internet recently, leaving people shocked. The short clip featured a gray alien with its large eyes locked on the camera, as if surprised to see the human. Then, it suddenly darted out of view. The jerky movements of the camera implied that the alien might have made a move towards the cameraman. Some netizens suggested that it may have been interested in the camera device, while others thought it had sinister intentions, as aliens are thought to be hostile to humans. What do you think was going on here? Alien Morg. Stories of aliens and communication with extraterrestrials are nothing new. They date back centuries. However, a recently posted online clip has sparked renewed interest by showcasing what is claimed to be convincing evidence: a series of photographs allegedly taken from a secret US military base. Experts suggest that these images could be the most credible proof of extraterrestrial life yet. The figures in these photos are clearly non-human, and they reportedly show the remains of several plane crashes, with bodies recovered for investigation. While these claims are intriguing, there has been no official explanation or confirmation so far. Declassified NASA footage. A clip from NASA's declassified files has surfaced online, and people are stumped, as no one knows what the creature in the clip really is. Apparently, this was recorded during Apollo 11's mission to the moon, where an extremely tall figure was seen moving in the distance. Its movement was an anomaly of its own.
There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
Long legs seemed to fold in on itself. It hovered over the ground and moved in the air. Was this a moon alien or something else at play? Netizens were losing their minds, coming up with countless theories, but NASA has kept silent over the matter.
There it is! There it is! Son of a gun! Right down the middle of the road!
Alien mummies. Back in October 2023, a cardboard box headed toward Mexico was caught in the customs office at the Lima airport. Opening up the box, these mummified bodies dressed in traditional Andean clothing were found. Called the alien mummies, these figures quickly stirred up a frenzy online, with many people urging experts to verify the discovery, and investigations revealed a surprising truth. The so-called aliens were actually dolls made from animal bones and modern synthetic glue. The origin and purpose of these dolls remain a mystery, as no one knows who sent them to the Peruvian office or why. However, the incident highlighted the internet's fascination with anything related to aliens. Reptilian alien remains.
Найден на дне Черного моря. Неизвестно.
This clip posted anonymously online featured a bizarre-looking creature. Encased in a glass display box, there was this behemoth, with scary, sharp teeth and a well-built physique. Its features eerily resembled a reptile. As the clip ended up online, netizens speculated it was a reptilian alien who was captured during earthly visits. With one of its legs and an arm missing, people assumed the creature probably got into a severe crash accident. While skeptics dismissed the clip as a hoax, alien enthusiasts were sure it was the real deal.
Одной ноги почему-то нету.
Tiny NASKA mummies. The NASKA caves in Peru are pretty famous for their creepy discoveries. Back in 2017, discovery of these tiny skeletons became a worldwide sensation. When people were not able to recognize them, an investigative team jumped in, and analysis revealed that 30% of the DNA in these remains was unknown to us, meaning they had alien DNA. After putting the skeletons through X-rays and CT scan machines, experts said there were no signs that these remains could be manipulated, which made the discovery even more groundbreaking, as people thought they finally had concrete proof of alien existence. And for the first time ever, the Mexican Congress held a hearing displaying these figures. Another clip emerged online where an explorer claimed to have found another one of such skeletons within the cave. The humanoid remains were lying on the ground, with its hands pulled in front of its body. The clip was also claimed to have been recorded within the NASKA caves, where a figure with huge jet black eyes and a small face was right into the camera. People suggested it was nothing more than a hoax, as aliens wouldn't want to reveal themselves like that, especially now, when there's too much buzz around the topic. Test tube alien. When footage of this tiny figure preserved in a jar appeared online, it caused quite a frenzy. The creature, with only the upper half of its body intact, a small head, and a half-open mouth, looked like nothing anyone had ever seen before. Speculation spiraled online as people tried to figure out what it could be. Some believed it was the preserved remains of an alien, while others thought it resembled a failed science experiment. The label on the jar suggested it dated back to 1978, meaning if it were an extraterrestrial life form, it had been around for a very long time. Scared extraterrestrial. This short clip caused quite a stir online, as rumors of people in possession of aliens started going around. A pale alien figure was seemingly held captive somewhere, and netizens asked for it to be released. The four-fingered figure looked scared, and was probably held in the dark for some time, as it wanted to get away from the light. Netizens asked authorities to confirm if there's any truth to the claims, but for now, there's been no official word on it. Varginha crash site. Back in 1996, residents of Varginha, Brazil reported encountering UFOs and extraterrestrial beings, although at the moment, nothing was proved. But years later, a clip from that event made the rounds online. The footage showed a local walking through the woods and stumbling upon a small humanoid creature lying on the ground, covered in foliage. With red eyes and brown skin, the figure was believed to be an alien. But it didn't end there. Another clip surfaced claiming to be from the Varginha incident, showing a humanoid alien figure lying inside of a box. Judging by typical depictions of aliens, this one with a small body sure looked like one. Covered in a net with striking red eyes, it was similar to the one we saw before. While many dismissed the clip as a hoax, claiming the alien was merely a fabricated figure, others suggested if the creature is indeed an alien, it should be tested to verify the claims. Alien insect. Alien sightings are turning up all over the world now, and this recently posted clip isn't something to be missed. A guy claimed to have found this tiny skeleton during one of his walks. It was the bizarre mix of features that made the skeleton stand out. A skull looking like an insect's with antennas on its head, a puffed up chest, humanoid body, along with insect-like claws for hands and feet. This skeleton was a complete anomaly. Internet folks suggested it may be the remains of a creature scientists were experimenting on, or perhaps it was just a made-up hoax. The truth, as always, has remained elusive as ever. Do let me know. What's your take on this? Upside-down creature. You'd think you'd have hit the jackpot if you saw something like this, right? A tiny, slimy creature lying face down on the ground. As the guy recorded it, it moved, struggling to get up, but seemingly had no power left, ducking down again. Convinced he had encountered an alien, he posted the clip online as proof, and netizens had different opinions. Some believed the guy that it was indeed an alien, while others were doubtful, saying it was just a mechanically controlled toy figure. What do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. Atakama Skeleton. This photo of an alleged alien skeleton has been circulating online. A Mexican farmer reportedly discovered the skeleton on his farm and believed it to be an extraterrestrial carcass. Many people online have supported the theory, noting its resemblance to the Atakama skeleton found in Chile. Although scientists determined the Atakama skeleton was a mutated human fetus, many remain skeptical of this explanation. The skeleton from Mexico could also be another mutated fetus, but without expert analysis, its true nature remains uncertain. Field alien. A farmer was working in his field in Brazil when he came across this bizarre corpse lying on the ground. A tiny body with a big head and jet black eyes, mouth open in an O. The guy was sure he had found an alien creature. When the clip surfaced online, people asked him to get the remains tested, but turns out the guy had already buried the tiny corpse, leaving the mystery of the small skeleton unsolved. Window creeper. An American man claimed to have captured footage of an alien peering into his house through a window, and to me, it looks rather convincing. Have a look for yourself. With its small stature and large black eyes, it resembled the Gray aliens. The clip quickly went viral online, sparking an intense debate. While some people dismissed it as a hoax immediately, the way the alien's eyes appear to blink seemed to convince others of its authenticity. The thought of extraterrestrials living among us is understandably unsettling. So what do you think of the clip? Does it look like a real alien to you? Siberian tiny humanoid. A guy was out taking a walk in the remote Siberian forest when he came across this thing on the ground. A tiny yellow corpse was there. A humanoid body with thin, long limbs. It looked like the decomposed version of tiny gray aliens. Having no clue if it was the real deal or not, he asked the internet for help, and people had varied opinions. Some suggested the remote woods were ideal for secret alien activity, while others remained skeptical. And it's not the first time an alien corpse was found in the woods. Here's another instance. A strange 3-foot creature with yellowish-gray skin and a missing limb was found in Siberia's Amur region by a man walking his dog. Running the clip by experts, a field biologist noted that the creature's small size and unusual head shape showed it wasn't human. While some speculated the footage might be a hoax, there was little evidence to identify what creature it truly was, leaving the mystery unsolved. Into the field. A nighttime adventure took a creepy turn when a guy came face to face with this. A tall, pale figure was seen standing in the middle of the woods. Huge black eyes and snatched face. It looked like the typical alien being we've come to know. And to make it all worse, the guy spotted another one sneaking from behind a tree. Where did these aliens come from? What do they want? No one had an answer to those questions, and for the sake of his safety, the guy turned around and ended his midnight exploration. Buried remains. Digging through the ground, this guy made a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Seeing a white structure that looked eerily similar to a spine, he kept digging and found this bizarre skeleton. Judging by its features, it looked similar to an alien. Theories of aliens visiting us and human communication with extraterrestrials started going again. But what it truly was is unanswered to this day. Bent bones. In January 2019, a student hiking in the woods near Chichibu City, Japan, came across these strange skeletal remains, unlike any known animal. The bones featured twisted talons, a bent spine, and a square-shaped head with rows of humanoid teeth. Excited by this discovery, he shared the footage online, which led to some wild theories about its origin. Some people speculated it was an extraterrestrial, while others suggested it might be a mutant from nearby nuclear fallout. Experts suggested none of these theories seemed credible, and many even doubted the creature's authenticity. Their suspicions were confirmed when the student revealed it was actually a model he had created for his art studies. Quite the way to make an alien movie, huh? Giant-Headed Beings. Back in 1907, in Paola, Malta, during the excavation of the Hypogeum of Hal Cefaliani, archaeologists unearthed human remains. In total, they found an estimated 7,000 skeletons, and many of them had elongated skulls. It looked like their heads had grown backwards rather than growing upwards. And what made them even stranger were the absence of sagittal structures unlike a human skull, leading the experts to believe that the elongation was not the result of head bindings. It raised the question, if not human, is this evidence of extraterrestrial existence? Slimey Skeleton. A woman's midnight stroll around her local woods took an otherworldly turn when she found this horror lying on the ground. It was a tall, pasty figure, leading the adventurer to believe that it was an alien. Its slimy appearance suggested that it had been lying there for a while, slowly decomposing. Its long limbs and strange head led to a debate online, as many argued that it was the skeletal remains of an extraterrestrial, but the cause of its passing is still anyone's guess. Deceased Alien. Locals in Brazil made a shocking discovery deep in the Amazon jungle. They found an otherworldly entity that was severely injured either by animals or due to some unknown circumstances. The creature was in such bad shape that the only telltale sign it was an alien was its elongated head and slender limbs. Netizens were curious to know if the incident was reported to the authorities, and whether or not it had been taken in for analysis. But unfortunately, there's been no official word on it, leading the skeptics to believe it was all just an elaborate hoax. Unidentified Creature. A man hiking through a forest in Scotland came across a mysterious critter lying among broken branches. Although it was lifeless, that didn't make it any less scary. The guy couldn't make any sense of the creature or what it could possibly be. Its pointed teeth and gray hair made him think it could be the offspring of a werewolf. As soon as the video surfaced on the internet, mixed reviews from netizens started to pour in. Many agreed that it did in fact look like a werewolf, while others thought that the animal could have been mutated or injured beyond recognition. Do let me know if you've got any insights on the creature. Alien Hand. A couple on a romantic stroll down a beach in Brazil came across something mind-blowing. Washed ashore on the sand was a skeletal hand with unusually long fingers. They reported it was a lot bigger than a regular human's. The fingers were curled unnaturally, leading the pair to believe it was an alien's hand. And netizens couldn't agree more after the clip was posted online. While the remains certainly looked bizarre, some people suggested it could be a whale's flipper bone, which looks like a hand. But until the analysis reports come in, we'll all just have to wait. Alien underwater. With so many sightings of UFOs and UAPs, it's clear aliens have invaded our airspace. But who knew they might be lurking in our water bodies as well? a strange creature was spotted swimming underwater in a peaceful lake, with large black eyes similar to that of an alien and pale white skin. That entity certainly looked humanoid. Netizens were divided in their opinions after the video made it online. Some argued that it did indeed look like an underwater alien, but others were convinced it was something more sinister, like a rake or even a dementor. Unfortunately, the jury's still out on this one. Peekaboo Alien. Who knows what a simple walk in the woods might turn into? For this guy, it was anything but pleasant. He was out trekking through the forest, enjoying the weather, when suddenly a strange creature sprang out from behind a tree. And we can only speculate what happened next as the camera cut off. The entity sported an elongated head, large dark eyes, and grayish-brown skin, leaving no doubt that it was an alien. But what was it doing in the woods, hiding behind that tree? Netizens have cooked up various theories. Some suggested the aliens could have been kidnapping humans for their own experimentation, while others thought the aliens were hiding something deep in the woods. But for now, the mystery remains unresolved. Tiny mummified body. A guy posted this clip of a tiny mummified creature which he claims fell in his yard from the sky. He even named it the Dwarf Gray Man, as he believed it was a deceased gray alien. Online folks also seem to agree with the alien theory, while skeptics of course dismissed it as a ploy to gain views. However, as it was neither tested nor the clip analyzed by experts, nothing could be said for sure. Open discussion. This picture has been circulating online, and turns out there was a declassified clip where a military squad was seen retrieving an alien body. The military team was allegedly sent to investigate a suspected UFO crash site, where they appeared to recover an alien pilot. Now, the clip has sparked intense speculation across the internet. Skeptics claim the footage was staged, while others believe it was evidence of an official cover-up. If the video is authentic, the whistleblower officers might be exposing the truth that aliens and extraterrestrial life have been in the government's custody all along. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.